So, Kurt, what do you make of this? What stands out to you? And also, what else do you expect the committee to get out of people like Rick Perry, if they ever can get them to talk?
Well, I think what we're seeing, Mika, is Rudy Giuliani is becoming the central figure in this probe, put there really by Donald Trump. We saw in the transcript, or the notes of the transcript of that call with the Ukrainian president, that he directed him to talk to Rudy Giuliani. And so I think one of the things that we've seen this week is the entry of former Congressman Trey Gowdy into the Trump orbit as a legal advisor. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Rudy is coming under fire. It may not be viable much longer to have Rudy be the public face of the president's defense on impeachment, going on TV, going on Sunday Talk. The more that Rudy becomes part of this probe, they're going to need somebody else out there. And I think that's the reason why they've turned to Gowdy. Gowdy, remember, was the former chairman of the Oversight Committee, the former chair of the Benghazi Committee, has extensive experience with oversight in Congress. It's interesting because when I worked at the Oversight Committee, Gowdy was one of the most ardent defenders of congressional oversight, one of the most ardent defenders of saying the American people have a right to know what's going on.
Kurt, can I ask you that, Kurt? Can I ask you? I want to interrupt there because, you know, so many Republicans were like, I'm shocked. They're subpoenaing. They're getting these subpoenas for the president. Why, it's just shocking. And could you tell us how many times Gowdy and the committee subpoenaed the Obama administration? Because I heard these Republicans being shocked and stunned and deeply saddened at these subpoenas being sent out. Man, they send a flurry of them out all the time for Benghazi, Fast and Furious, you name it, which Fast and Furious, by the way, didn't that start with a whistleblower, too?
Exactly. The Republicans loved whistleblowers when Obama was president, and they issued hundreds of subpoenas, Joe, going from Trey Gowdy to when Darrell Issa was the committee chairman for the first part of this decade. They didn't hesitate to unleash every mechanism of congressional authority and oversight prerogative as possible. They held hundreds of hearings, hundreds of depositions, and did not at all feel any remorse about politicizing things like Benghazi and using the power of Congress to try to really hurt Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign. And so it's funny now to see these characters like Trey Gowdy, like Jim Jordan, like Mark Meadows, like Pompeo, who was also on the Benghazi committee, all of a sudden say that the executive branch can willfully ignore congressional authority, can completely turn their backs to it, throw a wrecking ball to checks and balances. It's completely the opposite of what we heard from them when Barack Obama was president.